how would you like describe the music scene in Seattle? Because to me, Seattle is one of those interesting places in the country where it's, you know, when people think of the West Coast stops, you know, in terms of the hip hop and in terms of the way that people in the industry perceive the West Coast, it stops at the Bay Area.
True.
It doesn't seem to go any further north to like Portland, like Seattle, like Tacoma.
Pretty much, if you know about the industry, you see where sales are.
Right.
And it's not a real big rap market, so they pretty much cut it off, so to say. But once it blows up, everyone will recognize.
You've also garnered, I mean, I go around, I get to go to a lot of the hip-hop rap events. You're like who's who, the name in DJ, man. People recognize you. How did you get that name, you know?
I say just from doing it so long.
Yeah.
Just getting the respect.
Yeah, totally.
Well, building.
Yeah. Well, what's digging in the crates, you actually go way, way back and you pick up like a hit from the past. You know, tell us what digging in the crates is with you.
Speaking of sample clearances, do you want to comment on that little bit about that whole issue of sampling? I know that you told me that you've incorporated some, samples into your works. Do you find that a lot of the artists have been real receptive to what you're doing with the music?
Actually, the latest thing, the Massacre remix, there's a sample on there. I'm gonna say who it is, but the label got the record, through the grapevine and heard it. They gave me a call and talked to me about the sample.
Right.
They really didn't have no beef with me. They just said that I should have called them before I did it. That if it gets extra large, they will be coming.
Like with hip-hop music, sampling the records, sampling break beats.
Yeah.
Maybe like the best way to explain it is like how Hammer did Can't Touch This off the Rick James song, how he lifted the riff.
So biting all the music behind it.
Yeah, it depends. Like Hammer's, I'll say was a bite, because it was a straight lift. But if you take some and chop it and flip it, where people don't even know where it came from,
that's what I was gonna get.
That's an art.
Well, you take
a straight up art.
Okay. And like you said, if you notice, it started in New York.
Right.
Groups from Miami came out, Texas, LA. Pretty much almost made that full spectrum.
Right.
We're like the last stop.
Right.
So watch out for it.
Well, you've been paying your dues for a long time here in Seattle. Where do you see Seattle in terms of a hip hop community?
Man, things is coming together. You got Source of Labor coming, putting vinyl out. That's another thing I have to stress, is putting vinyl out for the DJs.
So other people can pick it up.
True indeed. You got Source of Labor. You have Tribal coming out with their compilation.
Tribal. Yeah, we're hearing a lot of, actually, Source of Labor's a crew that we're going to bring on the show.
Jace, that was on your show, I believe.
Boogie Black, the Shabazz Coalition is tight.
And my crew, the Sharpshooters.
Yeah. And you guys are making a lot of noise right now. What's up with you guys?
We're putting the finishing touches on our album. We're going to Germany next month to mix it down.
But you guys got together, and that's how the Shark.
I was producing like hip hop, since probably around '88. Credit Crew, we had a 12-inch out, and once I met Sure Shot, he suggested, let's try this jazz thing with some live musicians. So went ahead and did it.
And are you working with in terms of live musicians, with artists from the Seattle area?
Yeah, they're all from the Seattle area.
Okay.
But we'd like to work with, maybe some known people.
I heard rumor has it that you're even gonna get your man Overton Berry to play on a couple of tracks.
I'm definitely gonna talk to him. He still plays.
Okay.
So I just gotta track him down.
Okay.
Actually, I was in New York when a long time ago. I was a little kid. I stayed out there for a week, and I went down to the park, and these kids were breakdancing, and I couldn't believe my eyes. It's like since that day, just been into hip hop, listening to Mr. Magic and all that back in the day. So.
Right. So what, people used to bring Mr. Magic tapes out?
Well, when I stayed out there and I was listening to radio, and I heard all the rap music, and I saw the breakdancing, I just fell in love with it.
Were you a breaker yourself?
Yeah, I was. Took me a while, to learn that stuff.
Right.
I think a lot of hip hoppers were originally breakdancers.
Right.
Yo, what up? This is Nas. I'm checking out Mr. Supreme, Seattle, baby. Nah, I feel y'all. Let's do this.